everyone, it's your girl T. Welcome back to another book review. Today we're going to be reviewing Only for the Weak by Natasha Bishop. I really did like this book, so without further ado, let's review. Alright, so book overview. Basically, it's about a lady, her name is Janelle, and she's attending the wedding of her sister and ex-boyfriend. And then while they're going through the pre-wedding events or whatever, a relationship forms between her and the best man of the wedding. So characters, here we have Marie, which is the bride. First things first, I don't like Marie. Or Emery. I don't like her at all. Her character is stuck up, and it's just obvious that she's envious of her sister, which is Janelle. Okay, next up we have Dr. Janelle Cross. Yes, doctor, because she worked hard for that name. I'm gonna go ahead and honor it. She's the maid of honor to Anne-Marie. And then we have Evie and Danny, they're bridesmaids. They're pretty much side characters, but they do have they have somewhat of a big role in the book. Their characters are necessary, however, it's just not necessary to the book review. But I still wanted to give them a little shout out, just put them in there real quick. Then we have Arnold. He's the groom. He's the groom to Anne-Marie and the ex-boyfriend to Janelle. Yes, it's messy, but we'll get into that later. Rome is Arnold's best friend and also the best man, and he has a little thing for Janelle. Then we have Chris and Micah. They're also groomsmen. Again, they're important to the book, I suppose, but not necessarily important to my book review. And then we have Mom and Dad. I don't know their names. I don't really care to know their names. I didn't like their characters either. So plot points, okay? Janelle, she's a people pleaser. She's a people pleaser all the way, and the only one that notices and doesn't take advantage of it is Rome. And he calls her out on it, and she feels some type of way about it, but it's like, girl, sometimes you gotta look in a mirror because these people are dead ass running all over you, and it's not okay. You shouldn't want that for yourself. I don't want that for you. He doesn't want that for you. Let's do better with ourselves, okay? Especially when it comes to her sister Anne-Marie. Yeah, she let a lot of shit pass only because it was her sister's wedding time or whatever. Like, cool, you can be cordial and stuff because you're the maid of honor, but personally, if somebody told me that somebody else should have been the maid of honor, baby, I'm throwing in a towel, and we're no longer talking, because how dare you say that in front of all these people and try to embarrass me? Like, you obviously got some issues of your own. Don't fucking push that shit on me. Well, Janelle. But yeah, I was really passionate about that because that had me lit. Anyways, Rome, he's sneaky, and not the bad kind of sneaky, just like you knew what you was doing type of sneaky, because he has this proposal for Janelle when they're like sneaking around, and he's like, yeah, just give me a week, and after this week, you know, we don't have to talk to each other, or we don't have to be more than what it's supposed to be or whatever. And Janelle's like, that sounds like a sweet deal, but baby, if we getting together for a week and the vibes are there, you know damn well I'm gonna want more than a week from you. So he knew what he was doing with that week, because after the week was up, Janelle was really missing him. Like, and that was the plan. That was really the plan. Anyways, so her sister, Anne-Marie, I don't like her. First off, she's foul for dating her ex. Janelle and Arnold dated for a year before they broke up. Okay, next thing you know, she's onto him, and they're engaged and about to be married. Listen, I understand that Janelle didn't really mess with Arnold like that. She wasn't in love with him, da 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 da. But at the same time, it's like, you're my sister. When he was with me for a year, you looked at him and you thought he was attractive and that you wanted something from him. And same thing for Arnold. When he was with Janelle, he was looking at the sister, and it had to be something in his mind that was like, oh, I'm kind of messing with her, because after y'all break up, you just go ahead and get with each other. That didn't make no sense to me. But she's cool with it, so yeah, I couldn't be cool with it personally, because that's like a different kind of family issue. But we're not gonna talk about it. And then throughout the whole entire book, you can just tell that her sister is jealous of her. Her mother is jealous of her too, but in a different kind of way. Her sister, she's envious of her. Like, she wants everything she has, and it's obvious. Because every chance that she gets, she tries to put Janelle down and try to make the situation seem like it's something that it's not. Like, baby, you made her the maid of honor and you invited her to the wedding of her ex-boyfriend, but you're jealous that she might want him back. Maybe that's something you shouldn't have done. Maybe that was a relationship you shouldn't have tried to proceed in, you know? And if you're that envious that she might take your man, maybe you need to look inward and really think about who you are as a person, you know? And then her mother, she's jealous of her as well. And so she doesn't mistreat her per se, but she does try to tear her down so that she needs her, if that makes sense. Because Janelle is very independent. She never needed anybody. And she has a super close relationship with her dad and not with her mom. And her mom is jealous of that. So when Janelle is going through the situation with the breakup with Arnold and being invited to the wedding, the mom tries to make it seem like the situation is bigger than it is so that Janelle can like sort of kind of lean on her, which is like, baby, how does that make sense how does that make sense in your head? You trying to make your daughter think that she should be feeling some type of way just so she can lean on you and cry on your shoulder? That's toxic. That's super toxic, and she should have been cut them out of her life. And then the dad, she's super close to him, but at the same time, baby, you know who you married, okay? There's no way that you went all this time not knowing how your wife was treating your daughter. Like, be so for real. Even if she was trying to put on a facade in front of you, you had to have some kind of inkling to like, be like, maybe she isn't the best mother towards my daughter. And you should have sat her down and been like, hey, this isn't gonna fly. You're the dad. You should have been there for your daughter. That's all I gotta say about him. And then, whatchamacallit? I loved how it was like, love at first sight for Rome, because in the book Rome meets Janelle, but his first introduction to her is when she's dating Arnold, which is his best friend, and it's immediate love for him. So he backs away from the situation, moves to California just to get away. He's loyal to a fault, and I really appreciate that about him. But then when he finds out that Arnold and her are broken up and Arnold is with her sister, he's like, you know what, maybe it's my time to shine. And he moves in on that. And I can't be mad at him because I think she's happier with him than she was or ever would have been with Arnold anyways. And also I liked how his character pushed her to fight for herself, if that makes sense. Like I said, she's a people pleaser and she tends to get run over by people. And Rome is like, babes, that's not it. I think you need better for yourself. And so he helps her to see that, and I really did appreciate that. And yeah, I really did like Rome's character. I liked how their relationship blossomed from just wanting to be a fling to actually being together and eventually getting married, right? And then I didn't put it on the plot points, but one thing I really liked were the side characters. They really made the book what it was, gave it a whole bunch of personality, which I really appreciated. Evie was always down for Janelle, and she was always like on her side, trying to like fight for her when she couldn't even fight for herself. Like when Anne-Marie was talking about I guess Danny should have been my maid of honor, Evie was like, girl, who are you talking to? Yeah, I liked how she was sticking up for Janelle. Danny, she's very much in between. She's more of Anne-Marie's friend than Janelle's, but still, she has those moments where she like calls her out and she's like, hey, this isn't cool. Everybody can let you act however the fuck you want to act, but come on now, it's too much, right? And then the groomsmen, it's obvious that they're super close. I really appreciated all the platonic relationships, but one thing I wanted to see was Chris and Evie, because I am a sucker for enemies to lovers, and they just had that tension that's like, it'll boil over and just like really just wreak some havoc, you know? So I really wanted to see that. I'm kind of disappointed that it didn't happen, but at the same time, We need representation of platonic relationships, and you can hate somebody without having sexual tension. So yeah, sorry for that little rant. So with all that being said, I give the book a ranking of 9 out of 10. I really love the book. I would highly recommend it to somebody looking for a quick romance read. Um, yeah, the character development of the main characters is what I really like, and then also the side characters. They really help to make the book what it is. Thank you for tuning in. This is T with T's Book Nook, and I hope to see you at the next book review. Bye.